Welcome back, adventurers, to Let's Play Resident Evil Real Survival. And in the previous video, we found a letter from John to Ada, detailing a way to access the computer to unlock certain doors on the second and third basement levels of the Arklay laboratory. Minor note, due to technical difficulties, and by technical difficulties I mean accidentally closing the emulator by complete mistake, I had to redo some certain things from the previous save in the underground. As you can see, I have some ink ribbons with me. I have a few extra green herbs, and I also managed to get the extra first aid spray by leaving the coal python in the item box. Now, I once again insist that I haven't broken the item box stipulations of real survival. Everything is done manually, and that's all I need to say on that. Now we need to go through here, and we need to avoid the laboratory zombies, because they are quite— oh god, don't run into them, Chris. We need to— there's one just off screen there. We want to go into this room. This room is most important. Appears to be some kind of apparatus here. Chris doesn't seem particularly interested in it, but there's something on the floor. Something that's very important. Will you take the slides? Yes. Now this room is what John's letter was actually referring to. Using this room to access the network at the Arklay laboratory and unlock some doors. And there appears to be quite a lot of apparatus here. Let's see if Chris has anything to say about some of those chemicals. Various devices and chemicals. Is there anything in here? No. No, there is not. Unfortunate. But there is something else besides the slides that is important here. And that is this computer. This computer is used to open the electronic locks. Will you turn it on? Yes. And there is the umbrella logo. If there is any doubt that Umbrella is not involved in this experiment, or if there was any doubt that they were involved in this conspiracy, that doubt is now gone. Mostly. Umbrella Computer Operating System, Ropples, copyrighted to the Umbrella Corporation. Now we need to input John's name as login and Ada as the password. So login John, password Ada. That should get us into the terminal. And as you can see, Chris is not a very patient typer. Select floor. Let's try basement 3 to begin with, B3. And there's the door that we were next to that we couldn't get into because it was locked, and now it's unlocked. Now let's try B2. Accessing. Password denied. Try enter password. Will Ada work again? Let's just try and find out.
Damn!
No match. And Chris is annoyed, understandably. Of course, if we were paying attention to the researcher's letter written by John, we need a different password in order to access the visual data room on the second basement level. Now the clue was in the runes written at the end of the letter, as well as the picture puzzle. Of course, I know what it is, and those of you who have been paying attention and watching closely, it is Mole. M-O-L-E. Which is very actually appropriate, considering that John was trying to get information, was willing to leak information about Umbrella to the press, but the visual data room is now open. But we also want to explore the B3 room at some point. But we are done with the terminal now, there's nothing more we can do with it. Yeah. Looking at these computers makes me feel old. I remember when we used computers like this back in 1996. Even though it's meant to be 1998 in biohazard time. And we want to get out of this room as quickly as possible. As quickly as possible. Back up the stairs and head to the visual data room that is now unlocked. That is very important, because we want to be in here. Here we can possibly learn some things. There appears to be a conference table of some kind. So this is some kind of board meeting room. A projector. Perhaps we could use the slides on them. And there's a projector screen. Unfamiliar physics symbols are written here. Is there anything on that shelf? We want to see if there's anything of note. There is. Security system. Basement level 1, helicopter port. Executives and government officials only on helicopter port. This restriction may not apply in case of an accident. Passage to the helicopter. No one is allowed to enter unless they are attended by a research consultant or security director. All others will be shot on sight. So anyone not under the aegis of the Umbrella Corporation will be executed. Interesting. Elevator. The elevator stops during emergencies. Basement level 2, visual data room. The visual data room is within the control of the Special Research Division. Keith Arving, the room manager, is designated to have jurisdiction over room usage. Basement level 3, prison. Sanitation Division controls the usage of the prison. Consultant researchers E. Smith, S. Ross, A. Wesker must be present if virus is used. A. Wesker. Albert Wesker? His name is in this file? He is one of the consultant researchers? No, it couldn't be. Triple door lock. No one is allowed to enter unless he presents all passcode documents. Passcode documents must be created on the specialized output machine by the chief researcher of each block. Power room. Only headquarters supervisors may enter. This restriction may not apply if the consultant researcher has received special instructions. Passcode output machine. No one is allowed to use the passcode output machine but the chief researchers. Basement level 4, top secret. Regarding the progress of Tyrant after the use of T-Virus, and the remaining document is illegible. The security system has been filed, so they were doing some very heavy-duty research here in the Arklay laboratory. But now, let us have a look at these slides on this projector. Umbrella Incorporated, Bioorganic Weapon Official Report, Bioweapon Materials. MA-39 Cerberus, the zombie dogs. FI-3 Neptune, the undead shark. MA-121 Hunter, glad we'll never see them again. T-002 Tyrant. And a blank slide there. Bioweapon Research Institute, R&D staff. Few very nondescript looking scientists there. All except one, the man on the far right, with that slicked back blonde hair and those snappy perpetual pilot shades. That is indeed Albert Wesker. So the captain of the S.T.A.R.S unit, the leader of the Alpha team, is in fact an Umbrella Research Consultant, a senior Umbrella Research Consultant. So he knew about the experiments at the Arklay laboratory and the truth behind the Arklay murders all along. Which means that he was the double-crosser that Enrico was looking for. Except for some reason, Enrico believed that Chris was the double-crosser instead. Maybe that had to do with the fact that Enrico envied Chris's position within the Alpha team, and that he believed that Wesker might replace him as the second-in-command of S.T.A.R.S. Unfortunately, Enrico's suspicions were false, and he paid for that with his life. And there's a panel here, which we want to open, and a switch that we want to press. Revealing another hidden item that we want to acquire. Will you take the lab key? Let's have a closer examination of that key. It appears to have a electricity symbol. It's a very interesting looking key. A strange mark is carved here. The power room key. So this will unlock the power room that we need to get into. But before we do that, we actually want to head back downstairs, back to the corridor that we were in. First, we can get rid of these slides. We no longer technically need them. Although they might come in handy as evidence. The RPG would certainly be interested if this research report, oh no, the slides have disappeared, but I'm sure they'll be quite handy. Is there anything else we need? There's the other first aid spray that I got, and we have 3 green herbs there, and 3 ammo discs. We need to find 3 passcode machines that we need to use. So there are 3 machines scattered throughout the laboratory, and we need to use each ammo disc with each passcode machine. Once we have unlocked all 3, we can get into the room that supposedly leads to the prison. Now, normally I wouldn't hesitate to headshot all these zombies, but 2 things. I'm running low on ammo, on shotgun shells, and second and most importantly, the zombies in that previous room there, they respawn. But let's see what's in this room. Unfortunately, we're going to have to deal with these zombies. Oh god. Oh, and I am running low on shotgun bullets. And I've run out of shotgun bullets. I have no shotgun ammo to speak of, but there is something here on the desk. It's a passcode output machine. If I had an ammo disc, I could get the code. Well, it turns out we have 3 ammo discs, so that is the first passcode machine. And there's a 1998 poster over there. And there also appears to be something here. A fax. To the General Manager of the Sanitation Division, from the Special Committee on Disasters Raccoon Special Research Department. This memorandum is strictly confidential and must be destroyed as soon as it is understood. Regarding the T-virus outbreak which occurred recently, this committee conducted a field survey. According to the survey results, estimates on the amount of damage caused by the accident are considerably greater than reported earlier. First, although it is very difficult to obtain accurate data in terms of actual numbers, it is thought that more than half of the researchers died after exposure to the T-virus. The body count will most likely increase, since nearly all of the survivors show symptoms peculiar to the T-virus. Secondly, our security system is still in operation. However, our Special Security Guard Squad has been nearly destroyed. Because of that, research information considered by our company to be top secret has been made available to outsiders. Countermeasures should be taken as soon as possible. Finally, many of the subjects from the experiment have escaped and are out of control. We believe that some researchers were killed by these subjects, and their bodies were mutilated. By curious coincidence, these events are proof of the success of our research. However, there is also a very high risk that this news may be leaked to the press if we don't act immediately. The situation is very serious. Our operation to cover up the situation is difficult to attain. However, we hope the problem will be solved quickly. We are especially concerned that the state police and S.T.A.R.S are intervening too quickly. We need to act on the situation as well. The fax has been filed. So, Umbrella have been following S.T.A.R.S activities and the RPD investigation from the very beginning. And there's nothing in these files here. Let's see if there's anything up here. Most of them are fiction books. Guess the scientists down here love to read from time to time. Is there anything here? No, there is not. So we have learned quite a bit about Umbrella's activities down here in the Arklay laboratory, which is most disturbing indeed. When we come back, adventurers, we shall get the first ammo disc and get the first passcode for the prison door. Until next we meet, adventurers.